was born white instead of black. But Caucasians still talk shit behind my back. Would I jack, pack a pistol, or ever sell crack? Attack an enemy, or walk laps around the track? How would I act if one time cut me extra slack? Would I still blow my dough or be disciplined and stack? I wonder, what type of roof would I live under? My moms and pops together or my family asunder? Most likely, be close to the ones that's most likely. Spiky flat tops that dislike Spike Lee. The fact of the matter, the blacker the batter. The fatter the penis with that yak in the bladder. Would I be humble, but still wild and ready to rumble? Crumble chronic and guzzle yak till I stumble. If an if was a fifth, I could knock it down swift. And that ain't an if or a myth. But what if, what if? What if Pops would've never copped that house for sale, and instead bought one with a Damu's dwell? I can tell, I just know myself too well. I be still banged out, giving keyways hell. When I fail with the big homies coming post bail, and Michelle, will she still be in the Norvale or my mail? Would I still prevail in them shootouts and love to smell the discharged shells? I bet I'd still be a ride on the set. Swabbing, can't stand to see the homies on the wet. Whacked out, looped up so much he black out. Would I ride in a county jail ride or tracked out? Hit the blood module or walk the main line? Claim mine with tattoos, throwing up gang signs. What if Pac would've never fell in love with a Glock? Would we still had these thugs that bang from no block? What if? What if Eve would've never been deceived? Would we still rob and kill, fornicate and thieve? I believe it'd be perfect with no purpose to grieve. Some say that I'm a dreamer and a little bit naive. What if I didn't have such a gorgeous gift? Would I have to lift boxes on the graveyard shift? Would the war be so wicked with war? Would niggas get to hang that couldn't kick it before? Would Bin Laden had a been rotten? Still hot and plotting, Armageddon on this modern day sodden? Not in a million years could we predict the pleasure. If a man didn't think with his dick, perhaps we'd be living in a world without straps, claps and kidnaps, no gangster raps. And that's the only thing that make me think twice about if being switched, cause I do it so nice. What if? Nigga don't control none of this shit. That's what it though. I've been through a few storms, but I always knew Emmanuel would see me through. He always do. It get more hard to cry every day go by. I ain't gon' lie, that's why I stay so high. I'm an artist, working at perfecting his pictures, drinking liquor when I should be searching the scriptures. I keep a lone chrome. I ain't trying to get my dome blown while I get my dome blown. I was homegrown. Mama may have and Papa may got, but I'm a man, I can't just stay at they spot. You sitting on your ass, saying you wishing you had it. I'm at my kid's school paying tuition. They say it take a village to raise them from a knee high, or drop them off and let them go live with Eli. Put food on the table, I ain't looking for help. I can bring home the bacon and cook it myself.
Was born alone to die alone, cause I'm homegrown. God bless the child that can hold his own. Was born alone to die alone, cause I'm homegrown. God bless the child that can hold his own. Was born alone to die alone, cause I'm homegrown. God bless the child that can hold his own. bless the child. Back in Moldy's on.
On top of all the worries that she already carried, Mom's had me by a man that was already married. That's the circumstances into which I fell. Father Abraham ain't lived with Ishmael. Keep my balance through the troubles I challenge. Such a faithful steward, always gotta double my talents. That's why I go so hard to see my whole 9 yards. Lost time, the low did more than 4 behind bars. I said it, I did it. I'm breaded, I get it, I'm with it. I'm a prophet, they just scared to admit it. I was born alone to die alone. I get high alone, and ain't nothing like your own when you buy a home. Rolling Stone might see me in Miami. No Grammy, but I'm eating and feeding my family. Made a mess. Seen so many die for less, you call it luck. Why can't it just be I'm blessed?
Was born alone to die alone, cause I'm homegrown. God bless the child. Back in Moldy's on. Was born alone to die alone, cause I'm homegrown. God bless the child. Back in Moldy's on. Was born alone to die alone, cause I'm homegrown. God bless the child. Back in Moldy's on. Was born alone to die alone, cause I'm homegrown. God bless the child. Back in Moldy's on.
Can God bless a young nigga when he's obsessed with making money and murder in the process? I confess I'm dirty and dishonest. Listen to my flesh and ignore my conscience. The way I was raised ain't nothing like I am these days. 10 years ago they said I was going through a phase, but amazed a nigga ain't changed his ways. I still smokes and drinks and thinks that crime pays. The lust of the flesh got me brushing with death. I hustle too much to ever suffer the stress of being broke. I'm banged out. Fuck trying to hang out, slang out the back door. I smoking my brains out, accustomed to busting. Put trust into nothing but dollars and cents with dishonest attempts to make more and take more. Make no mistakes though, I'm sick in the head and I lick for the bread.
Was born alone to die alone, cause I'm homegrown. God bless the child. Back in Moldy's on. Was born alone to die alone, cause I'm homegrown. God bless the child. Back in Moldy's on. Was born alone to die alone, cause I'm homegrown. God bless the child. Back in Moldy's on. Was born alone to die alone, cause I'm homegrown. God bless the child. Back in Moldy's on.
Getting hard trying to live in this land, Lord. I'm sick of paying rent, I wanna be the landlord. Not too many children in my section 8 last night. Lights out, they on section 8. We get constipated from that government cheese. Paying taxes, steady get a government cheese. Don't nothing change no matter who we vote for. So why waste time even going to try to vote for? When you grind so hard, you supposed to see profit. Why we so broke? We supposed to be prophets. We never had a choice on coming to America. I feel something real bad is coming to America. I don't write the mayor, they say I got a right to, but I don't even know where a nigga supposed to write to. I keep my chest up and head to the sky until the day I burn or head to the sky.
Good days, and there was many bad days. Lord, I've had hills to climb and sleepless nights. But when I look around and see what you've done for me, I'll say thank you, Lord, and I won't complain. Yeah, no.
I'm no devil, I know that I'm God's son, but I still smoke weed with my godson. And even though they say the woman is the backbone, we just wanna see them laying on their backbone. Thumb through the word, but you know what's confusing? Between the experts, it's so much confusion. I want it all, for all that I care about. I want a ball, that's all that I care about. Travel 50 states, broke 48 laws. Ran across a book called 48 Laws. Some say it's bad, some say it's a good book. I say it ain't got nothing on the good book. I ain't tripping on going to the motherland. On the other hand, I like to buy my motherland. What price can we all get peaceful? Stay at war and swear that we peaceful.
Many good days and bad days. I've had some hills to climb and Lord, sleepless nights. When I look around and see what you've done for me, I'll say thank you, Lord. I won't complain.
What's wrong? Can't we all get along? Wanna buy a home, but can't get along. I'm trying to stay focused and write the right rhymes, cause these days everybody write rhymes. My uncle went to the rehab, hooked on morphine. It seems he came out even more fiend. Don't wanna see cuz die or blood bleed. We all lose every time black blood bleed. Holla Hail Mary, a light no candle, but I'm still trying to handle what I can do. I go hard for what I need, so it's ample. Watch me, you won't need no example. Crucial situation, my life in a crisis. Need to trade my life in for crisis. Please forgive me for what I did last night. I don't know, this might be my last night.
Hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
It's the homie Cook-Up Boss, goddammit, Cub Low. And y'all tuning in to the Wake and Bake Show with goddammit the homeboy Spider Low.
I'm here with SPI, the realest nigga in LA.
Spider this bitch!
My nigga Spider Low. Spider Low, nigga. Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low, that's my nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Shout out to SPI, that motherfucking nigga.
You are now in the black box with the homie Spider Low, the most eastiest. Facts over feelings, keeping it a Google Plex. Feel my campaign.
Spider Low, Wake and Bake. Better keep it Google, nigga.
Loke is in LA somewhere doing what he's doing.
I can't think without a whole zone. It's almost gone, but don't think about the ozone. I ain't ate all day, but I'm so blown. Tell the DJ to throw on a slow song. My life is what the po-po press for. South Central is so stressful. In the city of the bombest herbs. The only way to low know the calmest nerves. Females say I'm a conceited nothing. No good, only call when in need of something. It's a thin line between the love and the lust. Should never have young cuz in the cuffs. Gotta be cool with them first advances. Working in these uncertain circumstances. Fake ballin' had you broke with a buzz. Pump your brakes, come smoke one with us. And we can get high, y'all. Never know when we gon' die, y'all. Come smoke one with us.
Come on.
Come smoke one with us.
Come on.
And we can get high, y'all. Never know when we gon' die, y'all. Come smoke one with us. Come smoke one with us. I get high as the heights that I'm reaching to. Put a few in the air for Big Meech and Blue. Grind hard through the middle of the night. Shit, I might see a little of the light. I never sleep, barely get some rest. I swallow my blood before I hit some stress. Roscoe's on the east, a hit to west for jacks. Pockets fat, I just hit for racks. Yeah, that's where I can get some clothes at too. It's already 1 and it close at 2. Fast lane, Ballin' out, racing the range, gangbanger, all about chasing the change. I'm icy, judge and the jury, ain't trying to see the judge and the jury. Eastie, represent the E&S, but I still Baymac like BMF. And we can get high, y'all. Never know when we gon' die, y'all. Come smoke one with us.
Come on.
Come smoke one with us.
Come on.
And we can get high, y'all. Never know
When we gon' die, y'all. Come smoke one with us. Come on, listen, come. Hey, look. Get money every day like it's no thing. Buy a zone of that cushion, smoke the whole thing. Rolled up deuces, carry 4-5. Off a half a gram of kush, but we so high. South Central where they murder with no alibi. Do walk-ups and don't respect drive-bys. We some young killers, still some fly guys. Neighborhood near Bustle and SPI. We rich roller coaster cribbing, that's our lifestyle. And that explains why my neck and wrist iced out. Smoke big blunts, and ride luxury. A nigga beat his bitch up cause she was fucking me. And then I beat the pussy up and told her it'll be alright, just tell me every time he mention me. Yeah, and that's just how it's meant to be. It's an in-hood thing, Slauson after century.
and we can get high, y'all. Never know when we gon' die, y'all. Come smoke one with us.
Come on,
Come smoke one with us.
come on.
And we can get high, y'all. Never know when we gon' die, y'all.
Come on,
Come smoke one with us.
come on.
Come smoke one with us.
Come on.
Never know when we gonna die, y'all. Rest in peace, George Floyd. My mama. F them peoples on my mama. Had like a lot loaded up today. We gonna get to it, but it's kind of hard just to be on program as usual on my mama. Longueuur, a dull and tedious passage or section as of a book, play, or musical composition, usually used in plural. Sometimes incidents such as the George Lloyd death make us feel like our experience of oppression has been a lot longer than it should have been. Sheesh. I don't got the magic words. Everybody that's seen the video, I want to say send my condolences to everyone affiliated with him personally, his family, his friends, children. I can say I can't breathe has become a phrase that we have now definitely have to take to heart. I want to also say the hoodie is on for Trayvon. Y'all see the picture, black and unarmed and dead, y'all. That's 24 of them. It's a lot of people. Nowhere near the total of what we experienced. Just in my lifetime, we're not going to even go back to the Emmett Till time and things of that nature, but from my youngest recollection was Natasha Harlan. I'm not sure if she was included in them photographs right there. But it has become more obvious and evident exactly how they value life, the Nubian people in America. We just watched the officer take a knee to end one of our lives. And the same dump truck, Donald Trump, that had something to say about the courageous action that Colin Kaepernick showed to take a knee against all that adversity and harming anyone. He has something anti to say toward that. And this clown is yet in the wake of such an incident of extreme importance that betrays American values, the supposed American values so much. He is not rushed at the opportunity to speak against the actions, the disgusting actions of those horrible officers who sat there and took this man's life on camera in front of a crowd and made mockery of it as they did it. I got teenage boys, preteen and teenage boys. Has anyone written a book on what we supposed to tell our kids? We see it time and time again. There's countless videos on the internet of officers walking up to cars and immediately opening the door, telling people to get out. It never goes in our favor. They beating up people. I want to say to us, I know how good it feels and refreshing it feels to see the resistance in the area where it actually took place. But y'all got to remember, when we seeing the officers retreat from these immediate situations, this is on camera. In the same way we holler, film the police and record when we dealing with them for our benefit, the same thing goes when you interacting. Just because they retreating from these situations right now, don't think they don't have a team combing through this footage, trying to identify different people doing certain things. We got to be mindful of that as we sharing this footage. A lot of times you can be sharing evidence. You just got to be mindful. I know we excited and it's already there, but even those that are filming, before you upload, you could be incriminating yourself, the one right next to you. The point is being made to people in the comments talking about, oh, they filming and not doing nothing. The worst thing anyone can do in these type of situations is to sit up and criticize the reaction of someone else when all they doing is reacting by making comments. It's like, that's very unnecessary. Anybody like to see a shift in the energy, be that shift. It's time to be real humble, mindful, firm. And when I say humble, I don't mean fearful, but I mean wise. You got to move shrewdly in times like this. Even if you consider this a time of war or being under attack, allowing emotions to be at the forefront of what's driving your actions is not the wisest course of action. You are dealing with a calculated enemy. Everything is stacked against us. I don't know how long they thought this could be the situation without some type of resistance. I do believe that the resistance will increase. 4 officers being fired is far from fair. You or I would have been charged the same exact day. That's a human life. There's already been evidence coming from store owners close by to negate the negative report the officers tried to place on our brother Lloyd. That's our brother, y'all. Like, any one of us can take him out of that scenario and insert yourself. And that happened to you. That happened to your brother. That happened to your uncle. That happened to your cousin. They had no personal knowledge of this man as to why he should be a threat or be met with that type of action. He had done nothing to their understanding that forfeited his right to be dealt with as a human being and a citizen of the United States of America versus someone who was deserving of losing their life. On my mama, like I told y'all, rest in peace, neighborhood, Nip, totally different situation, but I couldn't even watch that video a total one whole time. I forced myself to watch Brother Floyd because I wanted to be just as disgusted as I was by anything else I saw. I don't have any reason not to be just as disgusted by what happened to that African American man as if it happened to my blood brother. We all should be just as disgusted. That's why it make it kind of difficult to come on here and shoot the like we usually do. To be honest with you, this is the first time something has been such a big deal on this level that has caught my attention, and I've been faced with coming and chopping it up with y'all and to see how I'm gonna balance that energy. And it ain't easy, y'all. On my mama, Shane, I don't even have content that, like, I want to go to something else right now, just to switch, but I don't even have content that coincides with the mood of what we up against. I know it's definitely a reminder of how we should view each other as we encounter each other. They wonder why Black Lives Matter is a phrase that so many of us hold dearly and hold high, and wonder why we offended when you put all lives matter, or when you put another color, blue lives matter. On my mama, you talking about getting fired is way better. We not here to give brownie points and concession points for small amounts of consideration. We here demanding the full extent of the respect that the law provides us. Hey, firing ain't nothing. That's a slap on the wrist. That's the problem. We always so happy with any type of concession. Getting fired while you sitting at home with your family, while Mr. Lloyd family, Mr. Floyd family is heartbroken, can't have him, and he's no longer here. And all of us, his extended family across the world, had to watch it on camera. These officers just snuffed his life out before our eyes, showing no regards, no concern. That was some of the most evil bit of footage I've seen in my life. Reminds me of all the things we heard about the Deep South back in the days when they was lynching us and when people was getting Emmett Tilled and all that. Donald Trump, where's your voice? This is the great America that you predicted? Is this what you meant when you said you would like to see America get great again? So when one that looks like me decides to exercise his American rights and take a knee, it's in a fashion that America designated, you ostracize him and criminalize him and demonize him in front of the world. But when someone that looks like me is murdered on camera with that same knee for no reason, you hold just silence.
That's my day uno. Only me and him in his two-door Benz. That's my bro. We don't call each other friends, day uno. Even ride with me to the end. Even let me have the last shot at him. That's my day uno. We stay cracking. And when I die, he one of the niggas carrying my casket. Gang bang active. Really with the shit, stay banged up. My day one and never changed up. That's my day uno.
Niggas know air since day uno. For rare recitors, and I'ma say puto. And I mean that with all due disrespect to the ops off tops if you diss the set. This man though, I go half on the sack with him, double back on foot with the Mac with him. Cognac, that's what my joint drank, period. I done seen him do it point blank. Neighborhood for death though, EC on mine. Every time still get my nigga 3 up high. When it's cracking, he usually a trip before me in 03 introduced me to Nip. Got a lot of politics between the two turfs. Choose to keep it mafia like Blue Smurf. Half the time I don't even like her, but I ain't never met a nigga like her.
That's my day uno. Only me.
Liberate. All that propaganda you pushing in the chat, You can shut it down, bro. You not finna come here and use this platform to try to say that corny pump up stuff like you want to see somebody do something you not doing, sir. Yeah, we ain't doing that right here. Don't excuse your passion. Better direct your passion in the correct direction. This is a learning moment, teaching moment. Sit down. Chill out. You don't move nothing at all by typing in the chat what somebody else should do. Any change you want to see affected, you affect it. Like you so cold, you just gonna spring into action. Out of all the videos we have seen around the world of others watching us get done this way on camera by the police, knowing the natural apprehensions, fears, whatever you want to call it about getting involved. But you so tough, you in the chat room talking about if you just happen to see it, what you gonna do? They on every corner, bro. They everywhere, partner. On my mama. They everywhere, bro. Oh, God.
Pounds of marijuana and nearly $12,000 in cash. Deputies say this arrest turned out to be anything but typical.
Lori, deputies tell me Jay Diggs couldn't believe they didn't know who he was when they pulled him over, so Diggs gave them a personal concert in the backseat of the patrol car the whole way to the jail.
So I'm kind of surprised because I thought this was a marijuana state, but I'm finna figure it out.
I caught up with Jay Diggs just moments after he bonded out of jail, and he took his arrest in stride, saying he's in town to shoot a new music video.
I travel. This is one of my areas. I got a big fan base down in Tulsa, Oklahoma, OKC. I was passing through, got pulled over and stuck in jail for 2 days behind marijuana. Hey, there's my co-defendant now.
Deputies arrested Diggs and his girlfriend DeAndrea Russell after finding 4.5 pounds of marijuana and nearly $12,000 in cash in their car. Diggs tells me he owns a CBD business in California.
I could smell marijuana coming from the vehicle, from the back bumper, before I even said hello.
Deputy Walker says when he did say hello, Diggs couldn't believe Deputy Walker didn't recognize Diggs.
He kept telling me, "Man, I'm Jay Diggs. Surely you've heard of me." And he was very disappointed that I wasn't familiar with him or his music. It's funky around here. I'm about to integrate.
Walker says Diggs is no stranger to law enforcement. Records show Diggs spent 10 years in prison for conspiracy to rob a bank, was arrested for attempted murder in Hawaii, and has been arrested for having guns and drugs.
Obviously, it's an impressive amount of viewers that have viewed that, and we really don't care who you are, or where you're going or what you're doing, as long as it's legal.
Diggs says he didn't enjoy his 24-hour stay in Rogers County, but will never forget it and will most likely write a song about it.
I got to. That's what I do. My song, my music is basically my life. There's definitely going to be a song about my visit to Rogers County. That's one hell of a place, bro.
Now, Jay Diggs tells me he still plans to shoot his new music video in Tulsa now that he's out of jail.
Switch it up some. Jay Diggs a fool. He know damn well he wasn't surprised that officer didn't know who he was. He clowning the officer. The officer's so gullible and naive, he believing it. He busting for him. Salute to the OJ Diggs, getting his money. Bailout boy. He had the bail amount in his pocket with the 4 pounds. He got a legal marijuana business. Probably wasn't quite familiar with the exact rules in the district he was. I know rules change from, it's a new situation, new laws, but it's good to see that he was able to bounce up out of that with no sweat. On my mama, he, I was listening to that clip thinking to myself, oh yeah, he gonna make a song about this. If you're familiar with Jay Diggs' rap style, if you're not familiar with him, he's a rapper about the Bay. His rap style is storytelling, from what I've heard. And it's like, He don't put no extras on his voice, trying to do no whole bunch of nothing, but he tell a story to the point where it's interesting as can be. You listening, everything rhyming. It's like, how do you make such a real story up with all these facts and still everything rhyme on point? And good looking Roman Stewart. He way out there in Oklahoma doing his thing with the CBD gang. Love to see young black entrepreneurs taking advantage of the law change, because you know when these laws change, typically for the most part, we get the short end of the stick. And it blows my mind that in the areas where I live, all my life, I've been buying weed from blacks. I can't remember buying weed from nobody else but a black. Maybe a Mexican here and there. Bought some weed for some white boys in the valley before. But as soon as it get legal, bro, when you go in these legal joints, I can't remember buying no weed from a black since. It's like, how did that happen? I know niggas that have dedicated their life to being marijuana merchants. And as soon as it became legal, now for them to still be doing it, they on the black market. They in an illegal situation. It's not accessible readily for them to do it. I don't think that's no accident that we keep missing the mark in that fashion. So shout out to J Diggs, the real Rick Ross, the Marley Brothers, a few of the other high profile blacks that I know that have wiggled their hand in that game real solid like, and it's putting it down. I'm glad. That should be a slap on the wrist for the homie. It's crazy because not too long ago, 4 pounds and some bands would be a whole lot more serious scenario. But he should be able to shake right up out of that on my mama.
KRS, Lloyd Banks, Big L, Eminem, DMX, Drake.
Lloyd Banks.
Huh? Lloyd Banks, of course. Bro,
Lyricist?
The illest lines ever.
All right, quote 4 bars. Impress me with 4 bars is.
Come on, X. Come on, I can't
Give me 4 bars. Yo, it shouldn't be hard. 4 bars. 4 bars. No, fuck it. Give me 2.
I can't
2
think
bars.
of them.
Huh?
I can't think of them now. I just was writing.
Oh, okay. All right.
Come on, let me ask you.
Okay, anybody I name? Bars on deck. Bars on deck.
Hold on, listen.
Niggas are shooters.
On my mama. DMX crazy. Real fool. A lot of things to consider. Can't deny DMX verified, bona fide, certified dopehead. At Lloyd Banks' most popular time in his career was amongst some of the time where the most documented times where DMX was most smoked out, perhaps not tapped in, not a big 50 fan or what it might be, but not tapped into the whole scenario of the G-Unit situation enough to be real familiar with what Lloyd Banks is known for. Because if you talk about the hip-hop elements, there may be, 5, 10, 7, 8, however many elements you want to say that makes an artist whatever. And lyrics are one of them. And if you got to take everything else from Banks, you're going to give him lyrics. And that just made DMX, it just reminded everybody that DMX smoked a lot of dope, his reaction. However, the way that he challenged Lloyd Banks' name, I don't know why he picked Lloyd Banks out of that whole list as if there was a big controversy versus him and some of the other names. But my thing is this. That's a question I ask people a lot. Like, when if I happen to be in a situation where you're telling me who your favorite rapper is, or if I ask you your favorite rapper and then you give it to me, I say, let me hear a dope bar. Tell me a dope bar. I've asked this about Kendrick quite a few times. And no matter who it is, nobody can never give me a dope bar. They always go to a hook. I'd be like, no, that's a hook. But I could kind of understand more so in Lloyd Banks' scenario when he asked him, give me a bar. And he couldn't come off of the bar right offhand perhaps because Lloyd Banks is not a person that is contemporarily experiencing success. He might not be that person's favorite right now. And although through my experience of listening to Lloyd Banks music over my life, when I was more familiar with it, you can be familiar with the experience of saying, ooh, that's dope, ooh. But everybody doesn't have the brain to memorize bars like that, even though you know. And a lot of times the complexity of a dope bar may make it a little bit more difficult to memorize or remember, especially when it's not yours. But on my mama, somebody like Kendrick, a more contemporary artist whose success was more immediate, I would find people saying that he's the dopest, and I'd be like, oh, that's what's up. Give me a dope line, and nobody could recite a line in particular. And it's like, I just found that interesting that was the way DMX chose to present his challenge to any particular name, because that's the way I always do it. So, like, if anybody offer any artist as the top or their favorite, then my very next question is, okay, give me your favorite bar by them, they dopest line. So I found that interesting. But I mean, I heard Curtisha try to say, he tried to describe Lloyd Banks as the self-proclaimed punchline king in his book. And even if Lloyd Banks did proclaim himself as punchline king, the industry, the culture, also conceded and awarded him that title as well. So I watched how he tried to make that little slight when he mentioned it. Lloyd Banks is the punchline king. DMX putting one individual on the spot for some bars that I could just go to my IG and read you the bars that people came and typed on Lloyd Banks' behalf of his own that would easily prove the point. But I mean, DMX is a legend in his own right, and like I was saying, when a certain individual was trying to discredit the homie on his legendary status, just being a legend is not even something that is necessarily a compliment. Being legendary is not in it of itself something to appreciate. It depends on what you're legendary at, unless you're just like what y'all call clout chasers and just want to be known for anything, and then just to be legendary no matter how hideous the actual activity or accomplishment or event or involvement is that you're involved in. If you don't care what it is and you just want to be legendary, there's tons of ways to being legendary. Oh, my mama. And Banks is legendary with the punchlines. Oh, my mama. And that falls under the category of lyricists. So we have to, as we analyze that little piece, remember, once again, X's substance abuse history. So Banks even he responded. He say, it gives us some context of perhaps why Lloyd Banks feel like DMX is speaking derogatory against him. He feel like Banks fronted on him, didn't come to a session, and so now Banks feel like, oh, so you should know me because of that. So because I didn't come to the studio to work when he reached out, I'm not that good. I have no clue. God bless him. Hey, Banks, always go the classy route. Oh, blah. He ain't finna get drug into no low level back and forth on the internet. But he said what he said. Look, he said, I'm not that good. That was arrogant in itself. On my mama, neighborhood, Mongo. On Goddery. But shout out to Banks. X, you know better than that. Anybody that care about X and the way he presents his perspective on the culture, go let him get a bar of Banks for real. Maybe it's Banks' voice a lot of times that causes certain people not to be able to really tap into what he's saying. Because as much as DMX has some dope records, I don't think anybody would be in a hurry just to put him on the lyricist list, and I feel like he's lyrical, but the terms of hip hop credit and praise have gotten so broad. It's like you never know what the criteria is for anyone getting a certain title. Shout out to Kendrick K-Dot on my mama, one of the most biggest successful artists ever at this point. And they give him a lot of accolades in the lyrical department. But I just don't find nobody that can really give me those quotables that just make me say, ooh. Although his flow is dope, his presentation and delivery, his packaging, the whole records, the production, I love the way the whole team operates from the top of the chain down to the way the artist is presented and supported. They got it working like a fine-tuned machine. But I just think that a lot of the categories where the titles are passed around are so vague, it's a lot of times it's up to opinion, perception, and who's actually doing the speaking and the viewing at that time. On my mama. I think Mongo want to hear some of that TMC. He broke bread, lit the screen up. I appreciate you, neighborhood.
Overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie.
SPI
can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. Everything that they wanna be. Yeah.
This time around, I ain't moving with a gang of homies. By my lonely, couple bad bitches hanging on me. For sure, sharpshooters on deck though. Will I ever let my foot up off these bitch niggas' neck? No. Blue Bentley getting blunted. Wonder how it come to that. Can't let a rat do me like they done my nigga Thundercat. Baymac, place nothing above my paper. Couple slugs for the haters, but I love my neighbors. Point blank, do no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I can tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be. Yeah.
On the east, the streets anticipate my new release. Legendary beast, peace to Lil Tootie Reese. 97,000 in a day's work. It hurt to read the paperwork, we from the same turf. Talking super turned up to make things worse. Passed out passes in the past, I take the blame first. Go hard when I'm cleaning up the backyard. Queerdos sound like a queen trying to act hard. I represent the truth, we don't play by the same rules. There is no competition cause I can't lose. Versus vicious, sell them like souvenirs. Blue diamonds in my ear, hella fly,
overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be. Yeah.
Look here, the haters act like he don't know me. One man gang, I don't need no homie. On the 7 these days, they don't even see him seldom. Kind of money, who done touch more than me and Melvin? Anybody help him? Hell no, ho. Straight line dollars, they'll dog dough. SBI spot, can't never have it. East side legend like A7 Magic. Honcho hustle. Plus see the bomb in the booth, counting coins like Chucky from Swan. How the most easy with the ends gon' bow down. Ballin', clowning like Benzo.
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be. Yeah.
mama, you know why I find that Lloyd Banks and DMX controversy so interesting personally? A lot of y'all don't know the day that I met Doja, I met him at a video shoot, a DMX video shoot. I had met DMX the same day. And it was the Aaliyah. Aaliyah had recently passed, and they had did the record "I Miss You," and they was doing it was a lot of artists on the record, and the artists shot their segment for the video on different days. Shout out to my big homie Cookie from the Rough Riders. He from the East Side. He from my section of town as well. But he, through the years, being affiliated with Big Y and D&M, I was always invited to Cookie to certain events. He was always certain places. He knew what I did, so he'd be in certain spots like, where you at? I'm whoop-de-whoop. He'd come through. I was at the Nelly and Snoop Dogg Gin and Juice video with a Death Row chain on, trying to make sure Snoop seen it in this little bitty ass spot. Cause of Cookie. He called me to this particular video. DMX shooting I Miss You for Aaliyah. So when we get there, to make a long story short, I end up asking DMX, I'm like, yo, I rap, I want to rap for you. Cause it's like, I'm shortening the story up. It was a little more back and forth details, but he like, where the other nigga at that said he was the king of the West? Go get him, it's another nigga. He telling his homies. So, on my mama, this is how I met Doja. That's who come back in. He like, hey yo, they go find him. 10, 15 minutes, he come back, we in the trailer. He like, hey, did you tell me you was the hardest on the West? He like, yeah. He was like, oh yeah, well, he rap. He like, what you got? So Doja like, what up, you rapping? Like, yeah. He like, go, bust. I'm like, you bust. He like, whoa. So I bust, he bust, I bust, he bust again, then I bust again. I kind of wait to see if he gonna bust again, then I just bust, till he like, on my mama, cuz, on my kids, this Doja. Oh, you can't beat that ghetto poetry. You can't beat that ghetto poetry. That real talk with that ghetto poetry. You got it, homie. Wooty-woo. DMX telling him the same thing. Like, yeah, you can't come freestyling against no nigga with rhymes. Yeah, you better get it together. You better brush it up. Can't come with that freestyling. He ate you up. He killed you. Yeah, man, you dope, right? That was the gang of witnesses there. I think I called him PK last time, but the producer, KP, Killer Tracks, P Killer Tracks, K Pillars, he was up in there. Like I said, the homie Malik was in there, the homie Cookie was in there, my cousin Ero was in there, on my mama. It's a whole lot of other people in like ex-entourage that I don't have a clue who they are, who were there. So it's individuals. You know how the truth is. It is what it is. So I know how DMX, he know about my bars. And then my experience with Lloyd Banks, y'all know he and I collaborated on quite a few times. I used to take pride and humble honor in the fact that out the blue, on more than one occasion, Lloyd Banks used to call my phone and hit me and tell me certain things about my flow, my style, that he appreciated. Thank you, HQ. And that ain't bragging, that's sharing to let you know these are some of the trophies I hold. When he, according to Curtisha, self-proclaimed himself Punchline King, when all y'all agreed, then he used to hit me and then let me know things about my style to just let me know, like, damn, the guy that everybody appreciate his lyrics like this, he appreciate my lyrics like this. So when it comes to a question of lyrics between DMX and the Punchline King, two legends that hip-hop can arguably agree to or establish, and then that's my interest in that when it comes to lyrics. I just thought of that while I was listening to that song. I wanted to put that on there for y'all. Oh, my mama. It seemed like the real ones might get another W. I saw a report that say Big Meech got action. Oh, Bobby, he not playing. On God, they let the Goofy out, the Gucci. Then Bro got out. It's like, I know he like whatever. It's obviously strings being pulled. by folks. Like, and then one thing about Meech, he ain't never had no seemingly limited amount of strings that he could pull. So that little report of his parade getting rained on that we heard not too long ago don't seem like it's gonna be the last word. About Mama Free the Real, it's a big deal. Terry Southwest T. Flinroy, the co-founder of Black Mafia Family BMF, was released early from prison several weeks ago due to COVID-19 health concerns. Unfortunately, his brother, the more well-known Demetrius Big Meech, was denied his release as the court needed medical documents stating that he is equally at risk of suffering from severe coronavirus complications. According to an exclusive report by All Hip Hop, Big Meech has filed a second motion to be freed from prison in the middle of his 30-year sentence, and it's looking like he has a decent shot of making it out. Salute to that. According to the news, the same medical professionals that deemed that Southwest T should be released because of COVID-19 are now saying that Big Meech should be treated the same since his condition is not far off from his brother's. That's what I'm talking about. The division head of internal medicine at Henry Ford Hospital, Detroit, reportedly concluded that the cult hero, when I first saw that word cult, I got offended. But I know deeper through the history of the word cult, even though it's probably still room for offense because I know the general public is not up on the full definition, and a cult is just really short for culture. But I know typically in society, it's taken for a religious sect of people that don't have real control over their own thinking and following someone. So for them to insert that word kind of threw me off. But he is a hero to our culture on my mama, because he you know, the system is corrupt, foul, and the dream that we saw so many times, we seen him max it out. And we praying he get out, get action on my mama. The cult hero is at a heightened risk of getting a bad case of the virus should he contract it because of his age, hypertension, and other health conditions. Yeah, free the real. It's a big deal. Oh, my mama. Big Meech's lawyers have issued a second motion for his release, which will be answered no later than tomorrow. Are you hoping he gets approved? Hell yeah. And you know Curtis over there to just drooling. He already just... Big T come home, he got all kind of T-nested keynotes in his me mouth. I know he dying for Big Me needs to come home. Oh, my mama. Y'all better get away from that murder investigator. Get away from that murder investigator. Real, I was hating on y'all the whole time. Y'all was trying to do what y'all was doing. I don't find it ironic y'all was at the table with the whole industry, but that dude, oh, my mama, Meech. You know, me and you done spent days and days and hours in the mansion politicking, my nigga. You already know the real. It's crazy that Jay Diggs is on the thing today. And then, you know, we talking about them story songs that Jay Diggs do. He put the homie Blue out there on blast, like, real bold and cold. Like, y'all talking that paperwork and all that, right? All right. What you know about Jay Diggs, get on the record. And he tell out them stories. Immaculate, interesting story from a start to beginning. You're gonna listen. It's so interesting. He tell his story how he been riding and rolling with these dudes, moving, touring, bussing, entertaining, politicking, ups, downs, getting raided, whoop, wop, wop, whoop, whoop. It's me, Blue Da Vinci. We had to do this, we had to do that. Baby Blue, rest in peace, the whole nine. I know the story so well. Yep, whatever he talking about, that pretty much, that happened. Then, at the end of the song, it's like no hook. It's just bars. It's probably about 4 or 5 minutes of bars of him telling his story, his ups and downs with the BMF situation, Big Meech going to jail and all that. Now he on the phone with Big Meech, Blue on the other line. This is all in the song. Won't Blue, Jay Diggs trying to tell Meech, hey, Meech, I got Blue on the holler. Huh? This the end of the song right here. This what Big Meech supposedly said. Man, I love Blue, but the nigga a rat. So, for those that know, I've been on Meech just as long as Blue Da Vinci. By the matter of weeks or days, perhaps a month or two. I say that to say, when he met them, me and Blue was in the same situation. We from the same hood, and we was both hard time record artists. That was the first what I would consider myself having a situation in hip hop. Our homie Wino from our hood had the situation with J Core Records, Hard Time Records. And when I met Wino, Blue, and the homie Spade, they was a group called the Lower Class. And as this industry goes and dealing with independence, like y'all don't know what J Core Records or Hard Time is. So you see it didn't ever really do what we all thought it was gonna do. So there was times of contention, the ups and downs where Blue and Wino wasn't seeing eye to eye. It had got real bad actually at one point. And during that period of time is when Blue met the BMF niggas. It was some more niggas in the section that was getting down with them on the whole. And when Blue first met them, it was an open invite. I didn't even know the magnitude of how heavy the cast was or what the future held, but it was an invite like, man, y'all need to come mess with me. Niggas I fuck with, that's all he used to say. Man, they gonna do my music, but they don't give a fuck about no rap. And then I used to push little low-level weed at the time, little dime bags, and where they used to be situated in Gardena. Blue used to like, you got some weed? Yeah, I used to come over there. Meech and them used to buy all my weed, but even though it was Meech, it wasn't Meech. Like, it was just, you would have never seen it coming. So that's crazy too. A lot of irony involved with the episode today, but all said and done, on my mama, free Big Meech. It's not like a lot of things that, as a people, the majority of us, or as a culture, because I know some people that still look at him as like however they look at him, but that we all can agree on and hope for. Yeah, they want to call him a co-hero, we'll take that. And I guarantee you this too, T.I. issue, and trying to clean your name and not keeping it a Google about your participation on behalf of the prosecution. I know it's not helping the homie cause at all to have that big old footage of you talking about, I know Big Me. Yeah, that ain't G-code, bro. You could have left that out while you was trying to save your neck, throwing the homie under the bus. 30 years sounded like a lot, huh? Oh, my mama. It's crazy. That's why you just got to stick to the script. You ain't got to worry about, what did I do? If you stick to the script, no matter how lonely the road is.
SPR exclusive. This is J.P. Banks Music. Black Box Productions.
You saying Meech said tip is solid. Yeah, I'm aware of that. What's your point? Obviously, Meech wasn't aware of the 45-minute HD testimony that T.I. Issue gave on behalf of the prosecution in a murder trial. T.I. Issue was very successful in getting it eradicated, eliminated, obliterated totally from the entire World Wide Web. When it was more readily available, people like Big Meech wasn't on the internet like I was, due to what my career and my situation was. And it was available on YouTube over 10 years ago when YouTube wasn't just a click away. It was, and it wasn't just a click away at everybody's finger and everybody tapping in. So when Big Meech went on record speaking up on behalf of T.I. Issue, he was speaking on behalf of his federal situation and the paperwork that was available to be analyzed in that situation. That is not the situation that is going to reveal the participation of T.I. Issue on behalf of the prosecution in a murder trial where the suspect received a very lengthy sentence due in part to his participation. It was a team win. He came in on the prosecution team and the prosecution prevailed in the proceedings. So yeah, I'm aware that Big Meech said that he wasn't a rat, but it can only be because he wasn't aware of all of T.I. Issue's activity when it comes to the law. I don't need Big Meech, God, Jesus, nobody to verify what I saw with my own eyes. I saw him on the stand answer every single question that the prosecutor asked him favorably in the process of proving a point against the suspect. And then the G code that he so casually likes to mention, he slapped it in the face at the end of his testimony, because with no consequence to the actual case, he was asked about females that were accompanying him that evening. And then, and only then, was he arrogant enough to open his mouth and plead the fifth, which was available to him the whole time he sat on the stand incriminating the individual that was on trial. Do you understand that? I don't have no problem. You keep bringing it up, I'll keep iterating it. I happen to be raised in a religious setting, and I understand that a lot of times the things that people actually consider or profess to know and believe, they make a habit of getting up and repeating over and over and over again. They'll sing songs about it. They'll have a prayer meeting about it on Wednesday. They'll have another one on Friday. They'll have a whole service on the Saturday or Sunday, and then they'll come back that evening and they'll tell these same stories over and over and over again. And I'm also fully aware when you're one of the only few telling a true story about a certain individual who is telling a whole nother story, and there's a whole lot of other people seemingly comfortable with allowing the lie to just linger, you may have to repeat yourself even more than you would like in order for people to finally understand what you were saying. And I'm coming to grips with that. So it's facts over feelings around this thing. We in the black box. Bay Activity, I is Bay Machiavelli, SPI, the most Easty, VJ Keyway, and it is about that time. Appreciate y'all for spending this time with me. I had to get off, what we started on, just because, we here to make sure we able to handle a lot of what we already deal with, because we never started this to be no platform for no preaching. However, of course, as an adult and as an intelligent human being, I attempt to become more and more responsible with the platform as more awareness grows. And we don't, even though we come here just to shoot the and BS most times, there are a lot of important issues that eventually are addressed, and we try to address them in a very appropriate manner. And I just want to end this the way we started, saying much love to George Floyd and his family. You know what I'm saying? F them people. Be wise about our movements from this point forward. Let's not necessarily share footage of those that are putting their life on the line to make a point on our behalf. Dump truck Trump, Donald Trump, we need your voice. Taking these is so deplorable. What about this one here, sir? Is America finally great as you would like to see it be? My mama.
My mom always says that I have an old soul. Whatever that means. She says that while other kids worry about toys, I worry about helping those in need. I guess that's true, but I still love toys too. I think what makes me different from other kids is that I'm Riley and they are not. The end.
Neighborhood and that hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that. Yeah, neighborhood and that hustle. Giving a shout out right now to SPI in the streets, my nigga Spotter Low, y'all already know what it is. Schwarzenegger. Oh yeah, and don't forget to check my website out too. NipseyHustle.com.
Streets.net. Shout out my nigga SPI. Gotta get back in and do it again. My nigga Lloyd Banks.
Tupac of my generation, and Pac was highly intelligent, but in our culture, street culture, especially in his generation, intelligence was viewed as a form of weakness. How do you get the people that's really affected by, you know, what we're trying to solve involved?
Mathematical mode, marathoning, making moves, taking the heartbreaking news, make major breaking news. Nephews, nieces, siblings, seeds, stay confused. Waking up, shaking, aching, praying that it's April Fools. Chosen child from the now, stakes is huge. Snakes and fakes, scowling the gate, it's too late to choose. Through violent visions, gave victory, paid your dues. Motivated, demonstrated, elevated views. Truths don't die, we multiply. I ain't make the rules. Self-medicate, meditate, and celebrate the blues. Neighborhood, roller coaster, you can take the cruise, I'm good. Blue laces, suede Puma's favorite shoes. Jesus to the generations, you never save me on my babies. Most beautiful gift Pluto ever gave me. For such a precious life, who decides Christ? I couldn't view the slides twice, cuz they crucified Christ.
I'm out here to A with it, fuck with my niggas. They do this Hitman West shit. I'm gonna be the spokesperson for this whole Hitman West shit. Y'all know what it is, my nigga. I'm the new voice of the West. A&B, Slaughter Boys, all money in. And that's what it is. We representing this Hitman West, my nigga. We creating an outlet, connecting the dots. You know what it is. From LA to the A, all the way to NY.